Larry Cameron, the weapon out of Chicago at 270 pounds. He's in the ring against a guy who's come on like gangbusters out of Philadelphia, also 270, Steve Blackman. This affair is one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and away we go. By hook or by crook, I just might note that this guy, Lethal Larry Cameron, is undefeated.
Yeah, he's had a lot of close calls, you know, but only counts in horseshoes. The guy's riding high as anybody in professional wrestling. He's waiting for a crack at the North American heavyweight wrestling champion. And of course, you know, you heard about Morocco get injured. Now, we really don't know when the match is going to take place. But Cameron's in line for him.
Well, I don't know about Don Morocco. He's been away from the territory a long time. I expect the IWA to make some sort of ruling.
Well, I'm certainly go along with you, Ed. You know, that's the proper thing to do. If you're going to make a ruling, make it now. He's been gone for some time. If he got injured, let's make a ruling. Let's have a tournament. Or did he get beaten that match? We're still waiting to hear what happened in that big match.
That's right. He has been in action, for one thing, in the AWA, and I don't know where else. He's an independent operator. He can certainly go where he wants. He can take the belt, but after a limited time, he's got to defend it.
No, we'll talk about Blackman now. Lethal Larry Cameron's opponent today. Of course, you know Larry. Ed, he's a favorite of yours. He really come on strong in the last 2 months, and he's really come into his own, into a fine, outstanding athlete. He's got the moves. He's got everything that makes a perfect professional wrestler. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people will be hearing from Steve Blackman.
That's amazing. You complimented Steve Blackman. My goodness. I'm rattling my head here. I can't believe my ears do not deceive me. Off the ropes now. I could have sworn you were talking about Lethal Larry Cameron.
Well, I think he looks much better now than he did 3 or 4 weeks ago when he tagged up with Steve DeSalvo. I just don't think that they were a team. They weren't meant for each other. I think that Steve Blackman is a much better competitor in single matches. And the way it's been the last 2 or 3 weeks, he's really looked sharp. And that's why I got to go out and give him an A.
An A?
Yep.
Goodness sakes, teacher. Stevie boy will be delighted to hear that. Lethal Larry hanging out of the rope. Well, he got a little cocky and he paid for it, didn't he?
Of course, when you turn your back on something, it's like anything, you know. Lethal Larry turned his back and looked at the audience, and hey, Blackman took advantage of it. That's what a smart wrestler should do.
Larry Cameron getting in rather reluctantly.
What did the British Bulldogs have to say?
British Bulldogs are anxious to get rid of Johnny Smith and Muckin Singh tonight and to go back against the Sing Sing boys. Look at the series of moves by Blackman. Go against the Sing Sing boys. They want the belts.
Is that all he had to say?
That's it.
You know, Pillman didn't have too much to say. You know what? I thought it was a silly interview. I asked him a few questions. He looked like he was gone with the wind. You know, he didn't even look sharp.
You don't like him?
Oh, no, I didn't say that. I don't dislike him. He showed a great performance today for his first time back. But listen, there's a lot of Commonwealth guys around here. I'm telling you, just waiting for Mr. Pillman to come in.
Watch it now for Lethal.
He really
covers.
He really didn't like him when I asked him. He was a member of the Buffalo Bills, the Cincinnati Bengals, and Calgary Stampeders, and he was already a 3-time loser. And everybody in the building agreed with me.
Well, maybe not everybody. Maybe hardly anybody. Okay, here's Cameron going to work on Blackman. You're watching Lethal Larry Cameron out of Chicago against Steve Blackman of Philadelphia. Couple couple of hard-working wrestlers. Oh, man, he decked him. And again, Blackman showing good strength. Gets tossed out of there, and Larry comes out to greet him.
This is when Lethal Larry's at his very, very best. Now, he made a smart move. He took 2 tackles. He bypassed the third one, shot him right through the ropes on the floor, stunned Blackman for about 30 seconds, and went out after him. Hey, this is what wrestling's all about.
Okay, if you say so. Blackman having a little difficulty trying to get back into the ring. A lot of new faces hitting the territory. I'm looking forward to the debut of a young Japanese star, Sumuhara, who is challenging Chris Benoit. And from what I hear of Sumuhara, he's quite a star in Japan.
Tremendous. I hear nothing but fine things. Talked to the local Japanese wrestling promoter in town last week. He told me, Bulldog, you gotta see him to believe him. He's just a great, great Japanese. And of course I believe him, because I'll tell you what, anybody that comes out of Japan is well trained before they ever hit this country.
That's very true. That's very true. Headbutt caught him high on the shoulder. Blackman, boy, he looks like one bridges nicely, but couldn't hold him down. He looks like he's a threat to this undefeated string of Lethal Larry Cameron. Oh, that's too far. That's too long a trip. I knew it.
And so did I know it. He wasted too much time going up there. He had Larry stunned for about 10 to 15 seconds. Stay right with him. Don't bother going to the top rope. So he may have paid the price in that bad move, Ed.
I'm supposed to interview Lethal Larry. Would you... oh, look at that power. He got him. Would you like to do that?
I'll tell you the truth, Ed. He talks very, very highly of you, and I'm sure he's got lots to say, because he just beat Blackman, and Blackman is a top contender in the professional wrestling field, and this is a big win for Lethal Larry Cameron. All I can tell you is it was a big one.